There we go. It worked. Mark Fagan sings this song in my ear every night from underneath the caravan. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Mick Reviews live stream. I hear there is where I can get the discount for wigs. Well, if you can get one, we need them. We look like we've come from the same barbers. But it is, we're both a bit tight. So, we go in and say, well, how much is an haircut? So, well, it's a £5. Well, let's take it all off then. Might as well get more for my money. That's what I do it for.
That's it. I've been to barbers for 20 odd years.
No, I ain't. I ain't been for over 10 anyway. About 15 quid now, isn't it?
No spanners, Shrek.
There aren't any spanners on this one. There's only, I think there's Becky and Bill on this particular channel. Hello, Rajit.
Hi, Rajit.
Where's all the spanners? I can't seem to get this right tonight. I don't know what's happening if it's squeaking. You'll have to excuse me. They do make a bit of a noise when you touch them. That's the only thing with these microphones. Anyway, welcome, Simon.
Welcome. Thank you, Mick. Thanks for having me back. I was going to say welcome chat then. Yeah, thanks for having me on.
Yeah. We've
First
never
time
actually...
on a live, but we did meet the other night in the after show party, which were a good laugh.
Well, that's funny. I enjoyed that. I'm going to change that. I had a few whiskies as well, which helped the job along.
And you've been to Huddersfield that day, no, haven't you? Mine
I had, yeah. Yeah, I could do with going every day, to be honest. It was a nice little learning, that. I ain't had a bad day today. It's been quite... Because it's like when you have day after day after day where it's really bloody quiet. And it just gets a bit, drives you a bit mad. And then all of a sudden you start to get going a bit. It's not so bad. So anyway, they reopened the shops on the 12th, so hopefully we'll start to make a few quid again.
Right. So do you park in a taxi rank or in a shopping centre? Because
Taxi rank.
Taxi rank? In
it's
a shopping complex?
No, it's down the side of the main street.
Oh, right.
And it's in the centre of town.
Yeah.
Just in front of the old town hall from back in the day. And it's always been there, and then you would there's that too, you just go around the corner. Obviously there's a lot more cabs at the minute and there is work, so there's a lot of people parked up doing nothing, but
yeah.
That's that. But I've been sitting on the same one now for 27 years, I think.
Wow. If
you look on one of my Mixed Taxis Twitter thing, there's a photograph of this bin, and it was there forever. And I have photographs of each bins. They changed it because that's right at the front of the taxi rank. Anyway, once they were doing something to do with the council, and they stuck this sticker on somewhere, and then somebody took it off, and I stuck it on the bin, and then took a photograph, and it was the header for my Twitter account for ages. It said taxi rank that way.
Good.
I've got runny eyes today. I don't know what's happening. Bloody hell. There's no pollen either, is there? It's too cold for it.
No, too cold.
Let's just have a shout down this chat and say hello to everybody that's bothered to come in. We don't... actually, not that many subscribers on this channel. 51 now, though. And I've had... I had 10 about a month ago. So it's going up. So
yeah, it's going up.
It just goes to prove if you actually put content, people will watch.
That's it, yeah.
Anyway, good evening, Shrek, who's ordered a microphone. Well done. Is it the same one as this one? 1, 2, 1, 2. Obviously, hello, Simon, 10 times.
Hello.
Good evening, Rajit.
Rajit.
Hello, Net Reality, who's
Hi,
got his e-liquid line coming out on the 30th of April. Yeah, good job, you're it. Hello, 10 times Net Reality. Hello, Cloud Chucker. How are you? Doing? All right.
How do?
Is that it? Oh, good evening, Mr. Hooked on Funk.
Jay, hello.
We was on this show last night. We had a good night.
Yes. We were in as an after show, but we were watching it.
Right.
Time did we finish last night? Oh, Shrek had to go early because we were working this morning. Oh, it might have been 12, going up to 12.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, we...
Saturday night, 3 o'clock.
I know, it's mad, isn't it? Just sit there all night, do you?
We'll say we went on air at 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
It just flies.
It just disappears into it.
When you're having a good chat with your mates, like...
That's one thing with this. You have a lockdown, and then you've got a Zoom room, and you don't, you can talk to people all over the world. I've got really good friends all over the place. I've got friends in America, and I like Bill. He's quite nice, but
yeah. So how long since you met Bill then?
We used to go in Mark Fagan's chat, so it was about, I think it was either October or November 2019.
Right.
Or it might have been a little bit earlier then. I can't remember exactly. Bill, I think Bill could remember. And we just used to go in there, and Rajit was in there, and we all just used to have a laugh. And then I ended up on Fagan's show a couple of times. They used to do this thing where you could go in. And then I went into Batman's Zoom room, and then Bill says, I'm Bill out of... And when we got chatting, then one day I said to him, I'm going to start a YouTube channel.
So what were you like when we were Batman then? Were you like...
Yeah, a bit weird. I went in and Batman and Lethal were in there, and it was a bit like, wow. So I feel a bit starstruck. Batman said, I don't really know why. He says, I'm just a reviewer.
They're just normal people.
Yeah, we had Batman on the show as well. He was good.
Shrek vape reviews, it was midnight. That last night, Shrek, I think it was. I can't remember. Oh, it says Sunday night. Oh, I left at midnight, and JP and Shrek were talking till 3 a.m.
Yeah, it seemed good. I used to go on Google Hangouts as well with some friends in America. There was a thing they made on called Blab, which was one of these apps where 4 people could chat at once, and they actually managed to advertise that on the telly. And I just went on there and I got chatted to a few people, and then it disappeared because they do. They seem to put a load of money in it, and then it doesn't work. So they dip out. They can't work out how they're going to make the money back, and then they just switch it off. And then I was talking to somebody somewhere. It must have been on Skype or something. I can't remember how I got to talk to this chap. And he says, you want to be over on Google Hangouts, and I'd never used it. Anyway, I clicked it, and then all these people I'd been talking to. And one of the guys, I actually went out to Florida. We were going anyway, and we went out and had dinner with him. And then when we went 2019, we went back, because it was 2016. And he came to stay with us in the villa. He's a good friend of mine. Yeah, we talk on a regular basis. I'd FaceTime him and stuff like that. He's a dental technician.
I didn't have Zoom till might have been just before I started my channel, because want to get in contact with daughter and grandkids. So I set Zoom up then.
Yep.
I hadn't used it before, but like I say, I were okay. Webcam come with my PC, but the prices of them, what are they? I don't know the name of them.
C920s. They shot up, didn't they?
They shot up double, didn't they? Because everybody were
because everybody was
for work meetings and stuff like that.
Yeah, it is. Me and Bill both got one more or less the same week, the C920, and I think we played something like, he paid $50 and I paid £50.
Yeah.
And then it just went ridiculous, didn't it? It just went absolutely mad. I mean, the stream camera was quite an expensive camera, but it was worth it for what I use it for. But even them, they've come down from up at Christmas. They went up. Some of them were 180, and now they're down at about 115. But these people what's been trying to overcharge you, they deserve to have all their stock in their shed for the rest of their lives, don't they?
That's it. Yeah. Cashed in, haven't they?
Pain. Yeah, they have you. Yeah, I was saying the other night, they charged my mum and dad £10 for a tin of shaving gel. Because they're old people and she pressed the wrong button, you think you'd better
I can remember first lockdown when all hand sanitizer in bottles were coming out. There was shortages of them. There were £6 for a right big bottle. Now they're down to like 150. That's where all dear in them packs.
Yeah. We've got loads of it. My wife picks them up. There was something because I use it all day in the cab. Just I have a little bottle like that. Just stands in where the cup holder is. Squirt it on, and because I use it on a regular basis because of money and stuff like that. But
so I think you have to, on a daily basis, clean your car out in the back and that, and disinfect all.
Yeah, just wipe it all down and that. Yeah. I've not. I've been working. I had about 4 weeks off because there was nobody going absolutely anywhere. Everybody was sort of locked in the house in the first lockdown, and I had 4 weeks off, and I went back to work, and I've not. Ever since I've only really been working part-time because there's nothing to do at night because there's nowhere to go for anybody at night. Well, there hasn't been anywhere to go for anybody at night. Apart from Christmas, from December, you get a few shoppers late on.
Yeah.
But it was just, just a waste of time. So there's no point. I'm not going to sit there for 3 hours and, make less than minimum wage. There's just no point.
Clout Chuck has just put a comment in. What's the best cheap stream camera?
This is actually what's called a stream cam, the one I've got, which is the one what's that 100 and odd. if you're going to buy one, there's no point in buying one for 20 quid, because the next week you'll then spend another 40 quid and buy something else, you know what I mean? So if you head for the C920s, if you can get them at a reasonable price, if you wait while they come down again, they're very, very good for what they are. And then just, that's what I would go for myself, because I say it's one of them things where you see them, don't you? You'll get a Chinese one. It says 4K webcam. And when you get it, it's nothing. It's not even 480p. The crap. So you get what you pay for. That's the thing with it. But if you think you're going to go into reviewing or anything, just save all your money up and go buy a stream cam, because you'll have to buy it one day. If that's what you're going to do. Is a GoPro any good? Yeah, they are. Yeah, but I don't. Mark Fagan uses a GoPro on his, and it looks amazing. But they're not cheap, are they? They're a lot of money. Yeah. But I suppose you can use them for other things as well. So, I mean, that camera of yours, I'd have guessed you use on a webcam, because it's on a different webcam, because it's as clear as air.
Yeah, so I say it come with things. So I don't know what it is. It's a computer.
The same with the microphone. I thought it was on a microphone, because there's no.
No, it's all the same. So
it might be different if you had a dog barking in the background or something like that, because then it would black you out.
Two cats. I've got a black one like yours.
He's gone out already.
He's gone out. Ours goes out.
There you go. Look, I used my old iPhone on a clamp and some software linking the cam over the network.
Oh, right, yeah.
I don't know whether with the new iPhones, whether you can actually set them up at the to do video on it. You can get it on 4K, so 60 frames per second. So, and that's pretty clear when you're doing a video with
it. For people in chat, I don't know if you know, but some reviewers were in this green room.
Yeah.
So there's like us two. There's Gareth in. There's Danny in. There's Benny in. Like a WhatsApp green room.
WhatsApp group, isn't it?
Yeah, WhatsApp group. And anyway, Mick every now and again he puts some like little snippets in his taxi. Don't you? It's frightfully funny, isn't it? And then today Benny was putting in it snowing in Leeds, and we have quite a good laugh in there, don't we?
We do, yeah. That's what it's all about, isn't it? Did you see my comment today? One of your comments.
I got a comment on one of my reviews for Extremizer V5. It must be American, and he says, I can't understand why UK reviewers call a accessory bag a baggie. It's a bag. So I wrote back and said something like, well, it's like you lot call crisps chips, don't they?
Yeah, that's right. They do call them baggies, but they usually put drugs in their baggies, don't they?
But then he didn't mention that my review, but on somebody else's comment on my review, he says, "Oh, it's a good tank, the V5." Not to me. But, so have you had any funny comments?
Yeah, I had one bloke say, "God, you're so boring, bro." That was one.
Did you reply back to him?
I put, well, I actually looked through his channel. I wasn't offended in any way, shape or form, because people can put what they want, can't they? Just because it's very easy to write something on the internet. And if you're going to be offended by it, you spend a lot of time offended, so I just don't care. But so I thought, I've had a look through his channel, and a lot of it was other people's videos that he'd forwarded, and then there was just one of him jabbering on, sat there with an hat on like...
Oh, right.
So I gave him a bit of stick about that. And he says, well, you could smile. So well, just watch one of the shows. I was smiling anyway, he stopped replying. But...
aluminium. Flex is aluminium. Aluminum.
I don't know where my top spanner, Vapor Queen Becky, is, but she's not into that, so she's going to get the sack.
Well,
if you can't
there's another show on at the same time. I don't know.
Oh, right. Oh, she's maybe over there then, is she? All right.
No, could be.
Who's on? Is it Skinned?
It says, the Big 19.
Oh, the Big 19. To be honest, I haven't subscribed to him.
Yeah, I think it started Friday, but I think they're just doing like a test run with McTaffish and the Vaping Eid.
All right, yeah. I'm sure they do a good job. It's usually a good show, that, isn't it? Friday nights. They used to get some subscribers.
It's totally changing the format.
Did they?
Yes. He's going to... more focus on the guests, what's on the channel, what we get on.
The thing is with that, it was designed for what it was, and it was, it was.
Yeah. Net reality.
Oh, she's watching Skin. That's it. I'm going to boot her out now. That's it, Becky. If you're watching this on the replay, you're doomed. I bet Bill's watching them as well because he's the other spanner. I should imagine Bill's having his tea, to be honest. There you go. Logitech C920 is down to 65 quid now.
Oh, right.
From 100 at Christmas. We've noticed that happens a few times now. Comment.
I'm saying nothing.
No problem. The loyal,
that's
it. I like Skin. I like McTavish as well, and he's a good crack. He did a live stream last Thursday night, and I was on for most of it, to be honest. I was chattering away to him.
There's that many shows on now. And well, it's like me now because I'm on JP's on Friday night, then I do my Saturday night. But on JP's we do a reviewer of the week section where I pick 6 reviewers out. But like my normal I sub to, I'm having difficulty now watching these reviews because I'm busy doing my other stuff.
Yeah, that's right. It does get.
Well, I've watched. I must have watched about 15 this afternoon. Catching up.
Is it only UK reviewers then, or does Bogan win?
Yeah, it's only UK. Yeah.
They've gone on a different channel. Instead of doing the show on Skint's channel, they're doing it on another one called. Is it the Big Night In? They need to put some videos on it though, because it won't be when you start a YouTube channel unless you get 3 videos on it. Won't come up in any search.
Count.
It's not on Skint's channel. It's on a different one.
Yeah.
Because they're going to do it between them. They're all going to have control of it, aren't they? So they all get, So that's the way they're going to do it. No, you can't have a spanner, Cloud Chucker. This is a 0 spanner stream. Apart from Bill.
Do you want to ask me some questions then? I thought that's what you were going to do.
Yeah.
So, where do you want to start?
What date were you born?
Well, I can't. 16.
On my birthday.
16th.
What?
I'll give you the year.
No.
Hey, I'll give you the year. It's in my name, isn't it?
Oh yeah. What? 1962.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
That's why I picked 62.
So you're not much older than me then, because I was 66. So you're 4 years older than me.
Oh yeah. You're 66, you say? Oh,
no, 56. I'm 54. I was born in 66.
I'll be 59 in a couple of months.
All right. What are you doing for your 60th?
I don't know. I don't know.
Do you go away much? Are you a holiday goer? Or?
I haven't got a passport. I haven't had a passport since I was 18. So that run out when I was 28, and I've never been abroad. I like UK, so Whitby, Staves up that way, and Cornwall. I love Cornwall. So I've been down to Cornwall about 3 or 4 times.
It's nice down there, isn't it?
Times, Padstow, Rick Stein's, Pat Stein they call it.
Yeah. Is that where
he's got a restaurant, lobster?
Oh, nice. Have you been in?
Town.
Have you been in there for a meal?
No, too dear that. But they're always queuing up. It's like that Magpie Cafe. I've been to Magpie Cafe in Whitby.
No, I've never been to Whitby.
Oh, you've never been to Whitby?
No, but I go to Scarborough instead, or Brid.
Oh, you want to go up to Whitby?
I know, but the trouble is you've got to stay there. You know what I mean? It's like, it's long enough nowadays to go to Scarborough because you get in the car.
Well, if you stay in Scarborough, it's only half an hour up road.
Yeah, I'd probably just stay in Whitby if I went.
Oh, they've got Robin Hood's Bay,
but I normally go and come back,
which is nice. They've got Staves, which is a bit higher up. That's a nice, quaint little seaside village, a little harbour.
Oh, yeah.
And, there's a pub right up corner, and it's cod and lobster. And when the sea's right rough, spray comes on pub windows because it's right inside.
Yeah, I do love Scarborough.
I know you like your foreign holidays.
I've
only been to where did I go? Switzerland.
Oh, did you? I've never been there either.
That's when they were in the Venture Scouts.
Oh, is that when you had that's why you got your passport so you could go there and then never use it anymore?
So we.
Hello, Graham.
Where did we go? Oh, and I went from work when I started work. So I started work in 1978
Yeah.
at an engineering company in Huddersfield. So
Right.
apprentice trained 4 years. And I went there for 32 years.
Did you really?
32, one job,
Yeah.
32 years. I took like redundancy,
Like early retirement type.
like early retirement, to set up
Yeah.
business with one of my friends. And biggest mistake I did, he were making pine furniture.
Yeah.
And I don't know if he still does it because I haven't seen him for about 6, 7 years. His
Oh,
own
right.
business making pine furniture. So from a pine planks to a wardrobe or whatever. So I went with him for 12 months, put a bit of money in,
Yeah.
and it didn't work out. And they say don't mix business with pleasure. So
Yeah,
I've been bent with that. So
you never
we used to
spoke
go
to
on
him
holiday
again?
with this. We used to go on holiday with this couple. 5, 6 times, Cornwall, all over the place, and it just ended this friendship.
Yeah, it's a shame.
It's a
Isn't it?
shame, but
Yeah. It's
you
life,
learn,
isn't
don't
it?
you?
Yeah. So they betrayed you're an engineer.
Yeah.
What was you manufacturing?
Industrial centrifuges.
Bloody hell. That's
So a
serious.
centrifuge is like a washing machine.
Ah, right, yeah.
Basket spins at fast revs and your liquid comes out at the side of the basket. So they used to make washing machines, big hospital washing machines, sugar machines with the basket this way, like a washing drum this way, and then that spun, and there were like a upper tank at top full of the sugar beet, molasses.
I know what you mean. Yeah, I've done that. Yeah.
That went into the centrifuge, spun it. I don't know because we never saw them because we only made them.
Yeah.
And they leave a cake of white cane sugar on the side of the basket inside.
Yeah.
Then they're like an arm what come inside and scooped it out and it dropped out at the bottom.
Bloody hell.
Also stuff at chemical industries.
Christ, that sounds like a good, interesting job, though.
But so I own a vertical turret lathe, which is like a lathe on its end. So we had a big chuck here. So mine were a 10-foot chuck. So all the jobs were massive.
Yeah.
And it were like it wasn't mass production. You might get a batch of 6 of these machines.
Yeah.
And it'd take like 4 months from fabrication to final machining.
Bloody hell. Serious stuff,
So I enjoyed it. So that was 4-year apprenticeship.
Yeah.
And going back to first year, I went down to a training school down on Cone Road, which you had to do.
Yeah.
2 nights at Tech.
Yeah.
And that's where I went to Copenhagen. It was like an exchange student thing.
Yeah.
Engineering. So we went over there and some come over here. So that's when I got my first passport.
Nice. I've never been there either.
So we went to the coach down to Harwich and then went over up ferry up to Hamburg. And then coach.
Oh, so you've had a fair ride round then.
Yeah.
It's just you've never been on holiday.
No, I'm not one for eating warm.
No. Hello, Cheech. How you doing?
Hi, Cheech.
Good evening, Eat Vapes. How you doing?
I eat vapes.
Who else we got?
I just watched one of his reviews today for the
Has he done another?
Wotofo PNP RBA kit, which can build up a coil. And they go in the Vupo PNP tanks and the Vaporesso ones. And they run about £7.
Worth doing, isn't it? Let's have a look. I've been on this YouTube channel on my phone, and so I don't know whether I'm subscribed to on there. Spanners, are you ready? As it was fun on Nature Vape. There aren't any spanners.
Yeah, no spanners.
It's a real chilled out place, this one. So we've got Cheech on.
So then,
he's on next week.
After I had that bad experience working with my mate, my wife, she had a heart attack. And health went down, so I'm like a carer now. So that's what I've been doing.
Yeah. So you
sold his house. We're in a back-to-back house. Yeah. Sold that because she couldn't manage stairs, and moved into a council bungalow. Best thing I did.
Yeah.
Pay rent, and you get all repairs done, boilers and everything.
Yeah.
So we're happy.
No stairs to go up.
No stairs to go up. Cheaper on bills.
Yeah. Good evening, the chair. It's all right now. We've got a spanner in.
Oh, we've got a spanner in.
Yeah, got a spanner in. The chair, because Becky hasn't turned up tonight, so she's on in the bad books. Don't tell him that we called him Mangrove Eyebrows anyway, Reggie. Oh, you already have done.
Oh,
yeah,
32 years in one job, and that's all I knew. Now, if I could change the clock, turn it back.
Yeah.
The job I did, I had to go to that company, come away, switch off. I couldn't do hotels besides, you with me? If I could send it back, the reason I went into engineering, my dad were in engineering. That's what happened in Huddersfield. It was either textile mills or engineering. David Brown tractors, all sets, Hopkinsons. And it was like sons following the father into the profession, you with me?
Yeah, same as mine. Is
like
that one?
Yeah, so I went to Thomas Broadbent and Sons, who made these centrifuges, and that were the same. There were fathers, sons, and brothers working in the company. So I wish I'd have gone like to be a motor mechanic, a carpenter, or a sparky, because if you work for Sunday, you still could do a bit of Scotch.
Yeah, you could do something at night. Yeah, you could do something on a weekend or something like that.
If I could take clock back, I'd change that. But don't get me wrong, I enjoyed what I did for them amount of time.
Yeah, I've worked on sugar beet factories when I used to work for a plantain company, and in the end, I think it was probably the last couple of years of the one at Brig. They put all the getting the beet down, into the factory. They put it all out to tender. So that's what we did. You're on a flat pad, shoving it down into a water-filled flume.
Tate and Lyle. Well, like I said, the sugar beet, didn't they? What they use.
Yeah.
Then over in, I don't know, where's sugar cane, isn't it?
Like the Caribbean places like that. Yeah.
So majority of them were going over to Caribbean over that way with these sugar machines.
Yeah. Yeah, but it was just weird because sugar beets. It's the more you hit it something. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's about they're about that. Yeah, and it looks it's not round. It's longer. It's like a mangle or that type of thing. And the more you hit it, the less good it is. So every time it gets bruised a bit more, it gets down the sugar content. So what they do, they tip it in. You shove it in, and it goes into a water flume, and it goes through the whole factory by water. It's blasted. It's not shoved anywhere apart from when you have to shove it in into this thing, and then the jets take it into the factory, and it goes around the factory, and that's how they do it. What's
it like when you cut one in half? Then what's inside it? Is it like potato or something?
Yeah, it's a lot whiter than that, and obviously it's very, very sweet. If you put your finger on it and do that, it is extremely sweet.
Oh right, yeah.
But they use the same water year in and year out, apart from what disappears on its own. So it's very acidic when you get the water, because what used to happen was you sent it in, and if you overfilled the hopper or it was getting it too quick, it used to shoot it back down a thing to stop it all bunging up.
Oh yes. Yeah.
And then about once or twice a night, you had to go up, and it was like being on one of them seaside things where you get the water and blast it.
Oh yes. Yeah. One of them.
They had these things fastened on a wall, and you had to shoot it down this hole.
Oh dear.
And if the water, obviously, it was middle of winter.
Paddy's here.
Yeah. Oh, Becky's finally turned up, has she?
Finished. Free rider.
Becky's finally turned up. It's a good job, I know. Bless her.
So I'll tell you want to know. I've had to write stuff down because my memory's bloody useless.
Well, you've had to. So how many years did you smoke cigarettes for then?
31, I think.
Did you? So
give up when Mrs. had a heart attack.
Yeah.
So I think I was 50, 51. Be 8 years. Now, sometime now, I don't know the actual date, 8 years.
So did you start vaping straight away then? Have you been vaping all that time, or was you cold turkey?
Yeah, straight away.
Did you really? Bloody hell.
Well, I'll tell you where we went. Where do we go? We got daughter and grandkids. Avon Camp, holiday park.
Yeah.
Oh, bloody hell. Landudno, down that way.
Right, yeah.
And we went out one afternoon up to the beach, and there was this pub here and a big beer garden, and there was this bloke, and it must have been a mech then he was using. And he went out up in these clouds, and I smelt it, and it must have been all fruity. What the hell's that is on? Then when I got back home, I did a bit of YouTubing.
Yeah.
All right, vaping. I won't mind having a go at that. And in Huddersfield at the time, there were only one vape shop.
Yeah.
That were totally wicked.
Right.
I don't know if you've had that.
Yeah.
So they're a bit expensive.
Yeah.
Funny enough, I got these out last night. So I just started on like a little cigarette thing.
Got them little white ones. Were cigarettes the one that looked like cigarettes? The little white ones with the orange bulb on the end.
And then I went on to something like this one, totally wicked.
What the hell?
Like Dr. Screwdriver. Well, these were made in Blackburn. CNC made in Blackburn, English manufactured.
Great.
It was like a cartridge you put in here.
Yeah.
And then you filled it up through the top. And it was like just voltage. Well, that was like 100 quid.
Did it come that shape, or have you sat on it and bent it?
No, that's it.
Oh, yeah.
That's
It
your
looks
tank
a bit,
section. This is your battery.
I think it's your camera to be honest. It looks like it's a bit bananaed.
Go like that.
Yeah, straighter now.
Right, sorry.
Yeah, it looks a bit bananaed for a start.
That's what I started on. But I used to do roll-ups. And I got my last packet. And that was it. And straight away. And I haven't looked back since.
You've never had another cigarette?
No.
Do you walk away from them now? Do you still like the smell of them?
No, I don't like the smell, but I do cigars because I used to like cigars. That's only one thing I'd like, a cigar.
Is it really? Yeah, but do you think if you had one, you go back to smoking?
I'm not going to have one.
No. Yeah.
Well, the nearest best thing for me, what I've found now, is my neck tobaccos.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah, good plan. Yeah, you can. When I first started, if you got the the tobaccos from the vape shop, they all just smelt vile. You know, they said, "Oh, what do you normally smoke?" Well, I like Old Alban. Oh, yeah, take this, and you got home and it was just like some vile smelling shit. And it wasn't until the Les sent that stuff through that I actually tried the tobacco I liked, and now I do a lot of RY4 custards and stuff like that.
But going back then 8 years, there weren't that many vape shops. Well, they were really totally wicked. I didn't buy out online, so I was going to their little 10mm shots or whatever I forget them. But they were right there, and they're still there now. Well, I think I started off on the tobacco, I didn't like that. And then I ended up on Eisenberg. I was on that for a couple of years, Eisenberg.
Yep.
Because I think that was in its heyday.
Yeah. I think they still sell lots of it.
There were a few more shops opened up, brick mortar shops opened up in town, and 30mm glass bottles. Yeah,
that's what we had with the teat on the top.
The dripper in.
Yeah, with the dripper on it. Yeah.
But they were right there then. They were 12, 15, 15 quid.
Yeah, they were 16 quid.
I remember. So yeah.
I'd only been. I started vaping and I tried it. It looked very similar to the top of what you've got there, that piece there. And they used to come with these little coil things in the box, and you had 10 of them. And it looked very, very similar to that, but it was the same width all the way down, the top piece. And you had to take it off like that and turn it upside down to fill it, and then screw it on. And then you had to separate it like that, and then you charge the battery up on a thing that come out of a socket. And you just
yes, I remember. So after that, I went on to Innikin Cool 5 kit.
Yeah, I've got still got one.
Tank on. So I was on that for a number of years.
Yeah.
And then I didn't go into my rebuildables till a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
And that totally changed it.
It does, doesn't it? It goes from something to stop smoking into a hobby, doesn't it? And then you really get stuck in. I spent a fortune. I used to spend my cigarette money on it every week.
Yeah, like it's that myth, isn't it? Vaping be cheaper than smoking. When you get to hobbyist side, because I class myself an hobbyist side, never mind a vape reviewing. I've always been an hobbyist side.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what I miss, because I used to roll my own rollers.
Yeah.
So you miss tinkering about, and I like, you know what I mean? You're a bit the same, aren't you?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So, I used to roll my own for years, and then when I first started with the cab, I used to buy me cigarettes out of tips, and then we started going abroad a lot, and I used to bring loads back each time because you could, and they were cheap then. Yeah. So I never really bought them.
Back in the day, they used to come in pubs selling Golden Virginia, 50 grams for like £3.
Yeah. There were none of that in the vape shop, was there? You know what I mean? It was.
Well, they're now £20.
Yeah, I think they are. Yeah.
Oh, it's
Hello,
Free
Craig.
Rider's birthday today, so happy birthday, Free Rider.
Happy birthday, Free Rider. I went down once. I bought a TVF V4 the week before, and I went down. I thought, oh, I'll go get some e-liquid like to last me for the week. So I got two 30ml bottles, and they were £16 each. And by the middle of that afternoon, I got rid of half one of these. I thought, I can't afford to do this.
Yeah, I know.
Mad.
Yeah.
You know, how can you do this? It's just ridiculous. And you know, and anyway, then I went on to mouth to lung. I got a Nautilus, the big Nautilus mouth to lung tank.
Well, it's like
I put it on the Cool 5.4.
every time I do my live shows, I'm still at the same bloody juice because 100ml of neck tobacco. I've got like 4 of them going. My different mouth to lung tanks. I've got 2 here.
Yeah.
It lasts you forever, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does mouth to lung. Yeah, I make it in hundreds, and because as soon as when I first started mixing, obviously you can't make mouth to lung if you want it at 12mg. You can't make it with nick shots. You need 72mg. And as soon as I got it, I started making it.
Well, clout chucker. I've spent over 2 grand on vape gear. Does not stop me buying more. I know it gets that shiny-itis, and I want the next best thing.
Yeah, I've spent some money. I seem to have just run out of buying stuff now. Other than PG, VG and flavours. And if you get in a Zoom room in Net Reality, you don't have to buy some flavours.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can catch up. There we go. Let's have a catch up. Cigars and Old Alban or Golden Virginia, still miss them 8 years later. The only thing I do, my lad rolls his own, and when he comes up, I open his tobacco pouch and stick my nose in it.
I were on drum, and then I went on to drum gold.
Oh, yeah. I could never get going with drum in Samson. It was always too bloody strong for me.
Kid, my granddad, he used to smoke pipes. Now,
Yeah.
I was smoking, I said if I got to 60, I'd like to try a pipe.
Yeah.
Because I can remember going into Oldie Weldy Tobacconist, which were in town, all the loose jars with tobacco, all different ones.
Yeah.
And I don't know what my granddad smoked, but it was a nice smell. I could just remember the smell of the pipe tobacco.
Mm. Yeah, we used to call it Gravels. You went in and there was all the jars around the thing, and he sold cigars. We once went in there and there was a salesman in there, and he got proper Havanas.
Yeah.
And the bloke that was in there, he says, "Oh, this guy, he buys a lot of tobacco off me." And that, he says, "Give him one of them cigars." And he pulled one out of the box, and it must have been that long, and clipped the end off, lit her up for me, and we all stood there having a smoke. That was quite cool. That was.
My brother-in-law used to go to America a lot, regular, and he used to bring them King Edwards back in a box.
So
So we'd have one of them, but bloody hell, they used to last you 8 bloody hours.
Oh yeah, they did. Yeah.
Put a matchstick at end and just.
Yeah, you used to be able to get them from the Canaries at 16 quid a box.
Wow.
I always used to bring a box back.
And what other Invincibles?
Yeah, there was
Invincibles.
Yeah, there was the Invincibles. I think they were a bit fatter. There was the just normal King Edwards and then the Invincibles. But say there were 50 in a box, £16.50.
I'll tell you where I started smoking at work on cigars.
Really?
Because we had a canteen.
Yeah.
Right. And I had single amulets.
Aye.
So I started on the amulets.
Yeah.
And it wasn't till I met the missus, because the missus smoked. She's the same age as me. So when we started going out, she was smoking. I'm not blaming her, but I went on to like menthol ones. I went on to like menthol ones. Oh, what they call
Corsairs.
It's called Consulate.
Consulates, yeah.
I started on them, and then I tried some cigarellas, which were like a cross between
I can
a
remember
cigar
them.
and a.
I remember them.
So I went
In a
onto
light
them.
brown packet, weren't they, from what I remember?
Yeah, so I went onto them.
I've smoked most things. You know, it was one of them. Like, I used to go in a Spanish tobacconist and come out with 24 tuners or something like that. And it just used to smell like something was on fire.
Yeah.
You know, I've smoked some right stuff.
Shrek used to smoke Samson when I was skinned
£5 a pound
down at Wicked Men's Club.
Yeah.
Samson were nice, I know.
Yeah, we used to go to. We did it a few times. Went over to France, picked booze up from EastEnders in France, and then you just used to nip across the border into Belgium, and you could buy all your boxes of tobacco like this. And at that time, it was £1.60 a pouch in Belgium. It was the cheapest place ever you could buy it. Was Belgium. That's why I didn't buy it in France, because the tax was high. And we used to come back and flog it back in the day, and then it all got a bit dodgy. Everybody was trying to rip each other off and getting burgled and all sorts of things, so we packed it all in. But
this is where Simon62 says something. I don't think she's watching. I'll tell her what channel I'm on.
Yeah. Stop talking about fags, pipes, and cigars. He always complains, eat babes. Bacon.
Music. I've gone to music. I
Yeah,
like
what's your favourite music? 80s.
80s. Anything 80s.
Right.
Blondie, Pet Shop Boys, Human League, Pretenders.
You've written
like
it all down.
Kylie,
It's not the same.
Madness, Dixie Midnight Runners.
Have you ever seen Madness live?
No, but seen Blondie live twice.
Have you? Not seen her?
Yeah.
I've seen Madness.
That worked Manchester Apollo. No, Manchester Free Trade Hall. That must have been 1980.
Hmm.
And I had to come back on mail train.
That's
true, is that? True. Just because it didn't finish till I don't know what time, and then the last train had gone. So, was it Manchester Victoria? I went in there. When's the next train? Oh, I don't know, half 6 o'clock in the morning, but there's a mail train going about 3 o'clock. You can get on it. So we went in there, and it was old style carriages, you know, with four compartment doors on it.
Yeah.
One of them. So I went to sleep in there.
So it was like a cargo carriage, not a.
Yeah.
Did they charge you?
No, because no.
Oh dear. Hawkwind are a good band. I can remember Hawkwind. That was didn't Ozzy Osbourne sing with them for a while? Silver Machine.
Yeah. So that's all my music. I've got Art 80s on all-time hit car. That's all I listen to.
What about George Michael? Did you like George Michael?
Yeah, some of those were all right. Yeah.
I went to see him live on his 25 Live tour. Yeah, he was good.
Yeah.
My Belgian driver used to bring me 10 pouches back for 35 quid. Yeah. So it was still. It depends what year it was, but I say it was 160 over there. That's what it worked out at. We used to get the better euro rate as well. Yeah, I went to see George Michael. I've been to see the Foo Fighters. I've seen Marilyn Manson.
Toya Wilcox. I've seen Toya.
She does a lot on Facebook now.
She does. She's on YouTube. She does some vlogs and stuff.
Yeah, she does. Yeah, well. Yeah, she's because her husband's famous as well. Isn't he? He's a singer for I can't remember what band. He was a guitar player in.
What's his name? Get his name.
When I used to dance in the strip clubs, it was to 80s music. What do you dance to now, Bill? Is it 90s? When we did the booze cruise in coaches over to Calais and over to Belgium, back into Calais and back, stopped doing it, CBA. Yeah, they did start pulling you up with the to ask you if you got any cigarettes and stuff like that, because people were going over and buying 10 boxes of it. They used to go across, put it in the end. They used to go across, put it in a bin bag, and then flatten it and shove it under the front seat so they couldn't see it if they looked through the window.
Oh, Earth, Wind and Fire, yes.
Earth, Wind and Fire, bloody hell, yeah. Yeah, I
saw Mud, Tiger Feet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they were in Huddersfield at Stars Bars. Yeah, that's when I was caught in Mrs. Yeah, they're on there. And then a couple of weeks after, at the same venue, comedian. Oh, yeah.
Which one?
Not Les Dawson. Some other comedian. You have to take Mickey out to certain people.
Oh, the big lad looked like Les Dawson.
Yeah, I forget what you call him.
He died, didn't he, in the end?
Anyway, so he were there.
Yeah, I can't remember. It's gone. It'll come to me. The Beatles, Pink Floyd, Frank Zappa, and Led Zeppelin. I like Led Zeppelin. I like Pink Floyd. Well, I'm not really listening to a lot of Frank Zappa.
That's beauty, isn't it? Music, individual, and you can choose what you want to listen to.
Yeah,
like your vape gear.
Yeah. I upgraded. Well, I didn't upgrade. I'd paid the phone up basically on my contract, so I went on a SIM-only deal, and I've already got Deezer on my phone, but I paid for, and then they gave me free Apple Music for 2 years.
Oh yeah.
So, and there's some stuff on there. There really is some stuff on there, and if you search through, if you hear something on the telly that you like and you Shazam it.
Tommy Cooper, no, not Tommy Hooper, no, Tommy Cooper, no, it wasn't him.
I can't think of his name.
What, Les Dawson?
No, the other one.
From Manchester.
Bernard Manning.
Manchester.
Bernard Manning, that's it.
That's it, Bernard Manning.
Yeah. He wasn't quite so popular in the later years because of his act.
He was different to what we were on telly, we were bloody crude on live shows. Not as bad as Roy Chubby Brown.
Roy Chubby Brown, yeah, I've been to see him. He played, he did here, our town hall once, a few years ago. He goes to the Barbacoa in Gran Canaria as well.
Right.
In Puerto Rico, he plays there at least. Well, he has been playing there at least twice a year for years. And I think he goes and then he flies over to Tenerife and does one there somewhere in Tenerife. Depeche Mode.
Depeche
yeah.
Mode.
I like that.
I think Heat Vapes might be on the same age group as us.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw the other day somebody on YouTube, and I think it was a member of Depeche Mode. He's got a channel on there, and he took the first song. I can't think what the song was called, and he'd cut the video off it, and then he'd put the original song as they sung it as a demo, and stuck that on it. Now that was good.
Right.
If I can find it, I'll let you know what it was called.
Oh, Human League. Yeah, I like Human League.
From Sheffield.
Dexy's Midnight Runners.
I'm not keen on them.
Yeah. Adam and the Ants.
Yeah. It's like watching Top of the Pops. The other night, because obviously, like when you're watching Netflix or something, you come out of what you're watching on Netflix, and BBC One will be on, and it got onto BBC Two.
Yeah.
And that was the one. It was the one with the Human League were at number one, and it played. Mark Almond was on it.
Yeah.
Chubby Brown is barred from Bradford. Why? Why would that be? He's got an house in Lincolnshire, Chubby Brown.
47 at the moment, Simon. Oh, right, fair enough.
What's that?
He's
47.
47.
Yeah. So he well, yeah, he's not that far off me, is he? That. So it was a. He probably likes it because his mum used to listen to it.
Ultravox.
Yeah,
I like Ultravox.
Yeah.
And that one, you know who kept him off number one with Goodnight Vienna?
Was it Human League?
No. Joe DeVouchy, Shut Up in Your Face.
Ah, yeah.
And that,
Yeah.
Might have said that wrong, but yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he did, yeah. Joe Dolce, Shut Up in Your Face.
Shut Up in Your Face, yeah.
Do you remember Bob Carroll G's and Spit the Dog? Yeah. First time I ever saw that, I was howling.
Yeah. Chris Tarrant.
Chris Tarrant.
Chris Tarrant and that fit bird.
I can't remember. What did they call her? Maggie?
Dressed in a leather suit.
Maggie? Was it Maggie? Can't remember.
I don't know. Multicoloured swap shop. No lemons.
That were good, that, wasn't it? Yeah.
That were good.
Yeah, it was. It's no good you doing in that.
Joel Dalshy. Yeah, Joel
Dalshy, yeah.
Dusty Bin 3, 2, 1. Oh, I can't do 3, 2, 1. Yeah.
Can you remember when they used to actually win a bin? There was a charity one on one night, and then this guy got right to the end. He'd got all this money, and they won a bin. And in the end, he sung a little. He did a poem, and then gave them everything what they got. Which was great.
That's right. What Shrek's just put in. Chubby Brown made a nasty joke about the Bradford fire 2 weeks after the Bradford fire.
Yeah.
That's why he got banned.
Yeah.
OMG, Orchestral Manoeuvres in the Dark.
OMG, yeah. Yeah, well, all these, believe it or not, was on this Top of the Pops I watched the other night.
Yeah. Price
Sally James,
right.
That's it. Sally James.
That's
Sally
it.
James,
That's it. It was, yeah. Phantom Pie Flinger.
Yeah. Yeah, that Price is Right when that first came on, that was amazing, wasn't it? Come on down.
Yeah. Oh, I used to like Bullseye with Jim Bowen.
Yeah.
You just watch that?
Yeah, did
Bullseye.
you? Yeah. And everybody used to win a speedboat when even if you lived in a flat.
Yeah.
Always a funny. Oh, you won a speedboat. Oh, that's great. Where are you going to park it? Well, I'm not sure. I live in an 8th floor flat. You know, it's not the sort of thing, really, is it? You'd be better off winning a caravan or something.
And then when I was growing up, my favourites were Thunderbirds.
Yeah.
And Stingray and all them with puppets.
Yeah, I like them. Actually, they were in the back of somebody's car once, in somebody's car boot. And whether they knew they were in there or what, but the car got broken into on the services and they pinched those puppets. And they only found them within the last 2 years.
Wow.
Bullseye, you live 200 miles from the sea and here's a speedboat, exactly, yeah.
Bullseye, yeah.
It was good, he won a Jimbo. He actually lived, I don't think he's still alive now, is he? But
no, he died.
He lived in a train station, didn't he? He bought a train station at the side, with a disused train station.
Oh, lovely. Nice,
and there's quite a few. There's one near Hull as well that's been just down the line. Somebody's turned it into an house.
That's one of my passions. I do like old steam railways. So
Yeah.
one at Haworth and one at Whitby. It goes from Whitby to Pickering. That's a nice day
It
out.
still goes, does it? Still steam.
Yeah.
So we
Pickering
normally
in,
go, but we set off in the morning, then we'll go over and have dinner and then wander around for a few hours and then drive back. And Whitby's just a bit too far. I worked up at Guysborough or Gisborough, which is the other end of it all, isn't it?
Guysborough. That's going up, further up, isn't it?
Yeah, further up.
Up by Saltburn.
Yeah, that's right, yeah. I can't remember. We were on a council tip there for all one summer because they were doing a lot of work on it. Neil Kershaw. Nick Kershaw,
Supergram. Supergram, Wurzel Gummidge and Cat Weasel. Yeah, I remember them.
Supergram, for some reason, I always remember her name was Gudrun Ewer. And I don't know why I know that, but I do.
Yeah.
Knight Rider, yep.
Oh, Knight Rider, yeah.
Supergram, yeah. You know, blast from the past. So you've 8 years you've been vaping, and and that, you know, you're never going back. That's it now, done.
Oh,
will you ever stop vaping then?
No, I like it too much.
I'm the same. You know, when they first started, they used to have signs outside the vape shops what said smokers wanted, didn't they, and things like that. And it's gone from that, hasn't it, to something completely different. You know, it's not. You know, it was sort of sold for a start as a no smoking aid, but it gets you off the ciggies.
So I might have told this story before. So I had no intention of doing a YouTube channel.
Yep.
And it'd be about this time last year. Or it might have been just before lockdown when I noticed Big D Vapes on YouTube. And I watched certain reviews. I don't know how I got him. I just got Big D Vapes up, put it up. Oh, and Fef, well, you know, that's only up road. So I sucked to him and I started watching his videos. I started messaging him in comments. And, I'm from Huddersfield. Oh, you'll have to come up and check us out, like.
Yeah.
So I did do. And there's a big rabbit hole at that bottom step, and I fell down that ever since.
I went through the same door, come out and started a YouTube channel.
But what he's done for me, I can't thank him enough. Big love, Danny. And for other reviewers and all, it was all
same with
intros
me.
and that.
Yeah, same with me.
But at that time, I just got a Twitter account.
Yeah.
Not me, for the cat. It's got about 1,500 followers.
For the cat?
Yeah. So I only had a Twitter account 12 months. I didn't have an Instagram account or a Facebook account till I started my YouTube channel, which was back in August. Oh, it might have been a bit later.
Yeah.
So I think the first review went up middle of August. And Danny says, you'll have to go onto all these platforms to promote yourself. Like me, I'm a bit old school with all this technical stuff. So, yeah I'm on that now.
Yeah, I'd had a Facebook thing for years just to mess about. And I always say, if you're not going to put anything happy on somewhere, don't put anything miserable. I had one for the taxi as well. I had a business page for that.
Yeah.
And then it was only last year I actually made one in as Mick Review. Well, I actually made it as Mick TLNVS. And within 2 days later, they said, you're not called that. We're going to shut the channel down if you don't change your name. So I ended up being Mick.
The reason I'm doing it, because I love it. I actually love doing it.
Yeah.
It's joy to me.
Yeah.
And I like the social interact with your subscribers and all these live shows with these guys in chat now.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Like I say, I've been watching numerous shows and chatting and that, and you get to know it's a good community. And on the majority, everybody tries to help each other out.
They do, yeah.
Which I like.
Yeah. Yeah, everybody's the same. When we first started, we ended up, we didn't have we thought we'd get 10 subscribers, and then it got a bit more than that, and a bit more than a bit more than that.
And then I met Shrek vape reviews a couple of months ago. Oh dear.
Yeah, he looks a big lad.
And that picture, with me and Danny, he were up the top step, I went next step, and Shrek's in an hole. Oh dear.
Yeah, he's a big lad. Same with him. I mean, he's getting, obviously his channel's getting going now, and he'll be doing well. So
I was a bit like Shrek at the start. Oh, what do they do? So Danny edited first 3 of mine, and then I'm a bit busy. Here, I'll show you what apps you use on your phone. So I've got this video guru, downloaded it. Oh, I couldn't make head or tail of it. So I had to get my 15-year-old granddaughter, eldest, she edited my first one, a review I did myself, like myself.
Yeah.
And then after that, it's come second nature.
Yeah, it does. I bought a Filmora one, and when I first got it, after about the first 3 hours, I thought, well, I wonder if they'll give me my money back if I ask them, because I can't work this. And then within 2 days, you just click it in. It's you know.
Yeah. So, like I say, I've just had 100 uploads. That's for my live shows, I know.
Yeah.
But I've had it in my mind for a while to do my own show, and I've been guesting on a few shows, and I really like the live bit. Like talking to your mates in pub.
Yeah, it is.
So,
yeah.
But we've just done 6 weeks now on the Saturday show.
Is it gone that? Really? That's gone quick, isn't it?
So a few teething problems to start with, but yeah, we're getting there. We've got Shrek on and Jay on.
Yeah.
JP on.
Yeah.
And we're trying to get a few guests on. It's just like
it's a good time as well, isn't it?
Just a day out, day at the pub sort of thing.
Yeah, it's a good time. A good time on a Saturday night, isn't it, as well? You know, especially, I mean, we started it a month before lockdown last year, and we used to do 3 shows a week, and so, you know, because I wasn't doing out and stuff like that. And then, you know, it dried up a bit because I went back to work, and then I got this thing, and I'd say I really enjoy doing the reviews as well. But just at the minute, I ain't going to review, and then I started doing ones for making e-liquid, and I've got that much made, I can't, you know, just can't keep making it because I've been on.
So,
no
like
room.
I say, I buy majority of my stuff, like my mouth tone and that, and then I'm a bit lucky on these giveaways. Get all my review stuff from, but I'm under no pressure. I've got a box with all stuff in, and MFA, big love to MFA. He sent me a massive box out of care package with like stuff he's reviewed for me to get started. So I've still got some of them to do.
Yeah.
So like these big reviews, I'm under no pressure because I'm not getting out sent.
No, that's right.
So I can do what I want.
Yeah.
So I've been doing like 2 hardware and a juice review a week.
Yeah.
So might be doing one tomorrow.
Yeah, I just genuinely haven't got anything at the minute to review, but as soon as I do, I will do. I've actually got some.
I enjoy doing the filming of it, the editing of it.
Yeah.
Only bit what bugs me is typing up on keyboard all description and that, because I bloody use this on computer.
Yeah, I'm like that. I've got a little bit quick. You want to get Bill to do it because he's a trained typist.
Spelling. I'm useless at spelling.
Yeah, it's not so bad if you do it on a phone.
So I keep asking Ann62 how do you spell this and that. She's in the other room. Get up. It's in a dictionary.
I tend sometimes I'll type it into a message on my phone and it'll correct it for me and I'll put it down. There's certain words I can't just remember. You know, you just can't remember.
Says more jammed than heartless.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, like I say, if you've got to be in it to win it. If you're not in, then you're not going to win, are you?
So, do you want to know my favourite reviewers?
No, not really. Well, go on then.
Oh, well, so that then. Do you want to know
Only
my
if it's
favourite
me.
TV shows?
Only if it's me.
I'm interviewing myself, you know.
I know you're not really.
Because I'm used to doing it.
You've written all the questions down for somebody else, and then you're answering them yourself.
Yeah, I'm doing it myself.
Go on then. Who's your favourite reviewer?
I've just said reviewers. I'm not naming the top. I like MFA, Net Vapor, AVC, all the guys in the green room. So I've covered all bases. And Jim Vin. I like him, and I put a link in green room today about him. You want to check him out?
I saw that. Yeah. Good night, Mark H.
Oh, see you, Mark H.
He's up to bed. All right. Go on then. What's your favourite television programme? I've never ever asked anybody that before. What is it? Oh, Peaky Blinders.
Followed by Stranger Things, what's on Netflix. Walking Dead.
Yeah.
Killing Eve.
Yes, I watched a bit of that last week, but I couldn't really work out what was going on.
Vikings. And old stuff like X-Files, sci-fi shows.
What about, did you watch Game of Thrones?
Yes, Game of Thrones, yeah.
Did you? I always used to take the mickey out of my wife when she's watching it. I know. I would ask him what he's going to ask himself next. What is the next question? What's the next question before I just?
Yeah, I mean, Uptown Funk have taught Simon62 to do this. Well, you said you wanted to know the me, so that's why.
Did you? Hang on, let me finish. Bloody hell, Christ! Whose show is it? I changed the name on this show, and I go. Yeah, I know, yeah. When my wife used to watch Game of Thrones, she used to say, "What are you watching this crap for?" Anyway, there was one night she'd gone to work, and I thought I'll just have a little look at that because I couldn't find out else to watch. And I thought it's not that good, but I'll give it another go. So I watched the next one. I thought, well, it's not as bad as I thought, so I'll give it anyway. By the time I'd done it in the first couple of days, I watched the first season. Then I got onto the next season, and then Sky took it off. When I got halfway through the second season, they took it off, and I had to wait 6 months for them to put it back on. I said to her, "Buy us the box set for Christmas," and we looked at it, was over £100. I said, "No, don't buy it. I'll wait till it comes on." Anyway, as soon as it come back on again, we've got one of them terabyte Sky boxes, so I downloaded every single one of them into the thing, so they couldn't take it up again. And then I watched it, and I watched it, and I watched the thing at the end. You know, where they showed you how they made it in that thing in Belfast. I thought it was fabulous. I thought it was a cracking series. Mick via 62 reviews. Anyway, what's the next question?
Hobbies.
Yeah, what's your hobbies?
Besides vaping, my YouTube channel, gardening.
Oh, right, but you can come over to our house.
We've got an allotment.
Oh, yeah.
So I wanted to get over it like beginning of April. It's been too bloody cold, so hopefully the next few weeks we'll get over. And it's only 50 yards from where we live.
So you can walk there.
We've had that about 6-7 years.
Yeah. What do you do? Usual things: spuds, beans.
Spuds, beans, beetroot, everything like that. Peas, flowers.
So you're self-sufficient then with your veg part of the year.
And I give them out to old age pensioners around with me when they harvest, like. So I enjoy doing that. It's nice in summer.
Yeah.
Get a real tan.
You can't beat your own new potatoes, can you? First ones that come out, the flavour that comes off them is second to none. What's the next question?
Mouth to lung RTA.
What's that? The answer?
I'm a mouth to lung.
Ah, right. Do you have any mechs? Do you have some mechs? Do you?
No.
Well, are you thinking of ever progressing onto a mech?
No, I just thought no.
You just wanted to replace cigarettes with a similar sort of thing.
Yeah, my mouth to lung does it for me.
Yeah. I use it all day, every day. Obviously, you can't sit in a cab with a big cloud coming out the window. So I use mouth to lungs most of the time. But usually, as soon as I get home, I get stuck into the old mechs and that.
Costa Coffee or Starbucks?
I need to write all these down in case anybody else ever comes on, so I can ask them.
Ian does this, If you ever get on, you've done this when you've gone on laid back vape show, haven't you?
No.
He asks these questions.
Somebody did ask me one night, I can't remember where it was, if I like tea or coffee.
Right, coffee. Yeah. So I like a gingerbread latte from Costa. That's why I've been after a gingerbread latte e-liquid. And my good mate in chat is made me some up.
Good night, Graham. I did find some ginger liquid made by Charlie Chalks. They actually do just the ginger. They didn't have any latte.
Oh, right, okay. So, Costa or Starbucks, make?
McDonald's. Reason being, you ain't got to get out of the car. Because obviously there's a
there is other food outlets available.
Well, no, it doesn't matter, does it? 'Cause it's YouTube. You can say what you want. We don't have a Starbucks where I live. We do have a Costa Coffee.
Starbucks. Got Cafe Nero.
Yeah. I noticed now they're starting to do drive-through Starbucks at certain areas. They've built one about 10 miles away from us, on a roundabout next to a petrol station.
Remember last night, Social Blade? Yeah.
What's this? I don't know.
Anyway, are you a cat person or a dog person? I think you're a cat person.
Like definitely cat. Yeah, I like dogs. I would never have them.
I've had cats since little. Mum and dad had cats.
I love cats. Yeah.
So.
Yeah, the one we've got now is a 7-year-old.
The oldest cat we've got now it'll be going 18 this year.
We got one to get to 22, but he was a year too. Yeah, he was a year too old. Really, he should have died of natural causes the year before because he went blind. And it was getting to the stage where we nearly had to. I said to my wife, "We're going to have to do something about him." No, we're not. I said, "Well, he's in a terrible bloody state." Anyway, he had to go one day.
It's like Mark Jackson vape reviews today on the Nature Vape show. His dog died recently. He said he was heartbroken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that one of ours. You know, I was
So
like a bloody baby.
they had to put him to sleep, and
Yeah.
Jackson said he laid down up floor next to the dog while they did it.
It's horrible.
And they
Absolutely horrible.
yeah, so
Yeah, you can't think of it worse.
well, one cat. We had a ginger one.
Yeah.
And that were like a stray we took in. A lovely cat. And he just started with breathing problems.
Oh, bless him.
Couldn't breathe, and we took him down to RSPC or wherever it was. And his heart's packing up.
Oh.
Can give you some tablets, but
Yeah.
Best way would be to put him out of his misery. So I couldn't stop it. Mrs. stopped it.
Yeah.
Horrible.
Yeah, my lad, he took ours in for me. I couldn't go in there.
Because they come part of the family, don't they?
Well, they are, yeah. Yeah, and we didn't. I said to my wife, I've never had another cat. She said, why's that? I said, it's bloody heartbreaking when they go. Anyway, after about 3 months, because when you open the door, a cat comes to you. Something, you know, if you've got a pet, it'll come to you, won't it? And you just like agree to. And then we just got fed up of walking in, there was nothing there, so we went and got this little kitten. He was a bit too young, I think, to leave the mother. And he's been a right character ever since we got him. He's the most gorgeous thing. Took him down, had his bits off, you know, because obviously they squirt, don't they, Toms? And now he's just a big, massive, neutered Tom. He's lovely.
We've got two. The 17-year-old cat is a black and white one, and we had his brother. My daughter, she got a cat when she first left the house, and she got pregnant, so it had about 5 or 6 kittens. So we took one of them, the one we've got now.
Yeah.
And then she used to live near us, and she moved house, and she had free then. She decided she didn't want all these cats, so we took the brother in.
Yeah.
And we'd had him up to 3 years ago, and he went out one night, never come back.
Ah, right. So he's got clouted then.
And he was chipped. He had one of them chips in, so net log or whatever they call it, and they notify vets round for a 50-mile radius. I don't know whatever happened to him. And if he gets run over on the road, they're supposed to now zap him. Council pick him up and like notify you. So I don't know. He might be under a shed, because one of the neighbours, he had an old shed, and he dismantled his shed, and there were 2 mummified cats under the shed, under the boards.
Oh no.
We're gone to down.
Yeah.
Oh, no pets. Oh, can't talk pets now.
No pets, no emotion, no mess.
All right.
Anyway, we better go. We only reckon to stay an hour.
Oh, no. We normally do 3 to 4 hours. Shrek gone. It's been interesting. Anyway, thanks.
Well, we can have another 10 minutes if we've got some more questions, because I'm quite enjoying this.
Favourite films?
Yeah, what's your favourite films then? Go on.
Great Escape.
Yep.
Where Eagles Dare.
Yeah.
Some war films.
You're into war films?
Spaghetti westerns, Clint Eastwood, The Good, Bad, and Ugly.
Yeah, I love them, yes. Yeah.
I like a bit of Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
First film, first 1 and 2 were good. So,
which one? There was the one where they were fighting on the back of the aeroplane. You know, they were. He went to steal the aeroplane. It was parked on the thing, and it was spinning around in circles.
That number.
With a big.
Number 1, yeah.
And there's one scene where he's running down a thing, and there's a rock following him, a round boulder.
Oh, that's number 1.
That's in Florida. That you actually sit down and watch that scene in Florida. I've seen it a couple of times. Mine would be one of my favourite films ever was Layer Cake.
Layer Cake.
Yeah, I love that film.
That way
for the Audi A6. Yeah, before he was big. Yeah. It was one of his first from 2003.
What they call him? Were he in it?
I don't know if he was in it. Statham wasn't in it, I don't think.
Oh.
No, but Tom Thingy was. You know, what played the Craze, both the Craze.
Oh,
he was in it. Tom Hardy was a really thin, young.
I'm going to mention actors. He's one of my favourite actors.
Yeah, he's good. Yeah, I like Tom Hardy. I like The Craze. I thought that was a brilliant film. You know, the one where he did The Craze. Legends, isn't it? They called it. He is a cracking actor. He did a thing on BBC One, didn't he, about something to do with sailed off somewhere at the end, and there was supposed to be a season 2, and it never come on.
Oh, Taboo. Yes.
Taboo. Yeah, never come on.
I like that.
Yeah, I thought it was good. Never ever came back on.
Craze, the Spandau Ballet twins were in the first Craze film.
There was, yeah, there was.
Kemp brothers.
Yeah, there was. Yeah, one of them ended up in EastEnders, didn't he?
That's it, yeah.
He's the one that's married to George Michael's backing singer.
Shirley.
Yeah, there was Pepsi and Shirley, weren't there? Yeah.
Pepsi and Shirley, yeah.
And their son is becoming famous in his own right. They call him Roman Kemp.
Oh yeah, he were in the jungle one time.
Yeah.
He's got a Radio 1 show or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a sort of good-looking lad. You know what I mean? He's massive on Instagram and things like that. That's the one Shrek with the Audi A6.
Oh yeah.
Go on.
All right. Actors are like Clint Eastwood, Liam Neeson, Tom Hardy, and Cillian Murphy. Now Cillian Murphy's out of Peaky Blinders.
Yeah. Have you seen Cillian Murphy in that film where he plays a woman? I can't remember the name of the film. We watched it, and it's weird. After watching him playing Tommy, I can't think of the name of it.
I've never seen that one.
Yeah.
A recent one?
No, it was before Peaky Blinders, and that must have been out about 7 or 8 years now.
Jay's asking Shrek if he's got new vape mail. He's waiting for his skins to arrive.
Waiting for his skin, yeah. Yeah.
Which, here we go, guys.
Yeah. I just happen to have one of them just here.
Yeah.
Great show to that, Victor. Catch you all soon.
Got a few items left, and that's it.
Go on then, what's my next question?
Beer. What's your favourite beer?
I like Guinness. I'll drink Guinness sometimes.
I like Guinness, yeah.
I like a lager, but I do like Special Brew, but I only ever have a couple in a night because it's a bit strong.
Right. I like any milds, porters or stouts.
Yeah, and them as well, yeah.
So that's yeah.
I do like an IPA as well, but some of them can be a bit too strong.
Hoppy and that.
Yeah. There's one called Lagunitas, which is a California one. That's nice.
Oh, I wonder what Shrek got. A message retracted.
No, he retracted it himself. He must have retracted it because there's nobody here to do it.
All right.
Go on, the next question.
Diet Pepsi or Coke?
Diet Coke.
Pepsi or Coke, I meant.
Diet Coke and the caffeine-free one and the, what's the other one? Zero. I like them. I don't like Coke with sugar in it. What do you like?
Diet Pepsi.
Is the Max different, do you think? Pepsi Max, is it different to just Diet Pepsi?
I haven't tried that one.
No, I always found it a bit too sweet to be that second sweet.
There's a Zero Coke at Aldi, but there's enough supermarkets available. What's very nice, Aldi.
What is it any good?
Yeah, we get 6 bottles a week. That Zero one, the blue and red label on it.
Yeah.
Let's try one.
Have you ever tried Lidl's IPAs? They do one called Green Gecko.
Aldi.
Oh, right. Yeah, we've got two. We've got Lidl's. A lot of times I go to Lidl's. Because it's got the bigger car park and it's in town. The Aldi's you have to go out of town to find. It's just a bit. Right. I actually went to Aldi's in America. They've got them in Florida. And
Same setup.
Same setup.
Same setup. We all middle aisles with a load of junk in, but you don't want camping and horse riding gear.
I don't remember that, but it's certainly a lot cheaper because going shopping in Florida is expensive on the current exchange rate.
Yeah.
Because you're not getting as much for your money, and Americans tend to have financially more money than what we've got, but they earn more money than what we've got, and then so it did seem expensive.
Oh, it Shrek's on about us having a go because we're flashing what we ain't got.
Oh yeah, you'll get one soon, Shrek. If you want to know how to fit it, have a look at my review.
Yeah, and I've done one and all.
The one where I look a bit boring.
Oh dear. What's your favourite mod?
Mine.
Your favourite mod? It's
hard to say. Really. I use this one all the time. That's the one that keeps, what I keep vaping. I like mechs. My favourite mech is
I'm liking this one now, the Aegis Max.
Yeah. What's that? Are they 100 watts?
Yeah, and the Extremizer V5 Maltung RTA. That's my favourite setup at the moment.
Where did you get the Extremizer from?
Can I mention it? Sourcemore.
Oh, you got it from Sourcemore. Yeah, you can mention that on YouTube. It doesn't matter. It's not like BBC.
My favourite shop, Sourcemore.
How long does it take to come from Sourcemore?
They're very good. Within 10 days, I'd say. Majority of what I've had within 10 days.
I've only ever bought
Royal Mail's delivering in now. It's Royal Mail.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, right. So they, yeah, well, it's not long. You'll get a couple. Oh, you've got a couple coming. Yeah. I've only ever bought one off China. It took 4 weeks, and it was a drop shipper. I didn't realise when I bought it because it was a .co.uk, and I bought that Peacemaker. And it come perfectly well. It wasn't to clone or anything. It was 4 weeks to come, and if they said it was going to be 4 weeks, you don't even worry about it.
Yeah. So yeah, I've no more questions now. So if you're
that's it then.
Well, where do you think your channel's going to go?
Oh, I'm downhill from
6
here.
months down. I don't know. I'm just enjoying the ride at the moment. See how it goes. I'm just being myself, and that's all I can be.
To be honest, I think that's the key. Be exactly yourself. Just enjoy what you're doing. Load things up when you want to load things up. Don't worry about if people don't like the product that you're vaping or the product that you're reviewing. Some people will. Everybody has a different style of reviewing. Some people don't like to show anything that's in the box. I like to show the box because myself, I like to open the box and look in. When you first get it, it's like Christmas every time, isn't it?
Yeah, Shrek saying that extra Mauser V5 is where the baggy comment coming from.
Ah, right, yeah. I'll have to look. I'm looking for something. I'm looking for another one. I've got the Berserker 1.5, and I've never really rated it. I'd like something else as a mouth to lung.
That's a V2. Berserker V2. There's a mini come out, but I don't like this because it's. Hang on, get my camera.
Yeah.
Cap's a bit loose on it.
Right. Yeah.
But I really like this one.
That's the extra Mauser
version 5.
Can you see where you juice it?
Yeah. Oh, hang on. Yeah, there's two windows.
Right, because it looks very metal, doesn't
like
it?
A cage around it. And it's got you'll have to watch me review if you want to see about it.
I will, yeah. I'll have a look.
It's got a nice top filling method.
Yeah.
E-Sig 1 have got them in, but there is other retailers available. And I've just bought, it's only 2mm, but they've brought out an extension kit for it, what goes up top. A little metal piece, one makes it into 4mm, so I've just ordered one of them.
From E-Sig 1?
Yeah, £3 something.
I'm going to be having one of them, As soon as we end this show, I'm having one of them.
I don't know what this is, it might be 28 quid, E-Sig 1. I only paid 18 for this. 22 with packaging from China.
Yeah. 10 watching and only 12 thumbs up. Bloody hell.
Is any thumbs down like we've been getting?
Well, you don't worry about thumbs down. Interaction is interaction, isn't it?
You were like last night, put thumbs down.
Yeah, everybody's getting thumbs down, isn't it? There was 17 on Jay's, and then when I looked this morning, there was only 4.
Yeah, I saw them fake accounts, cheats, that's what I'm with us. On the Easter Monday one.
It's what they do, isn't it? I don't know. Right, 1 hour 20, that'll do me. Thanks ever so much, everybody. If you can hit thumbs up on the way out, it'd be very nice. Get this. I want about 10,000 subscribers by next week.
I'll just do 2 plugs if you don't mind.
Yeah, carry on. More than welcome.
For Friday nights, the Friday night vape show with on. Come on.
JP's channel.
Yeah, with me, Shrek Vape Reviews, and we've got, I get his name mixed up, LP Vapes on this week. Is it LP? Or?
I don't know. Where's he from? Is he a UK reviewer? I saw you put a thing.
Yeah. He were on, go on Shrek, put it in. Forget his name. That's why I have to write stuff down, my memory.
I'm the same with names.
He's on this Friday. And then don't forget Simon's Saturday show at 8 o'clock UK time.
Who's on then?
Simon62's channel. There's me, JP, Shrek with Vape Reviews, Jay Hooked on Funk, and we've got on Matty from NG Vapes.
Oh, nice.
And also we got on Chris from Live Lounge this Saturday.
The first time I ever spoke to Matty was last week when I was on the Laid Back Vape show. That's the first time I ever spoke to him.
I thought I'd ask him, yeah. So, yeah.
He's been really poorly, hasn't he?
LPC, that's him. LPC Vapes.
It's from Wigan.
From Wigan.
Wigan Pier.
Wigan Pies. Wigan Pier, yeah.
Yeah, and
don't forget to check out. Don't forget to check out the late night vape show on Sunday evenings. I don't know who's
Don't forget, yeah. It was on. There's me, Bill, and Disco this week. I should probably make it. I didn't make it this last week, obviously, because I was working, but I was too busy riding around Huddersfield.
Yeah, I talked about that. Won't mention that on here.
No, you could talk about it. Well, other towns are available. Unless I get really busy again and I can't do a show, because I tell you what, I'm ready for the buddy.
Well, are you coming up to Big D Vapes 2 in the summer if you've got a chance?
I don't know. It just depends on it. Just depends what I'm doing. It's a fair old champ for me, like. It's a good hour and a bit, and it's the worst road in the bloody world to get there.
There's a nice bed and breakfast in Home Peth, you know.
I'm sure she'll love it, yeah. Where we're going, well, I'm taking you home
Nora Batty's house. You know Nora Batty's?
Can you stop in it?
That's an holiday cottage now.
Is it really?
For a few years, so you can stop in that.
We once went to, we were going to the Coronation Street thing in Manchester. Just decided one Wednesday, let's go and have a look at this. Got there, it was closed anyway. But on the way, we had lunch in Holmfirth, and we said, right, let's go around and look at all the filming places. Couldn't find any of them. Cause, you imagine they're next door to each other, don't you? You know, or where you actually think they are, but they're not anywhere near, are they? We were at a boozer on the straight road that goes out of Holmfirth that way, and I couldn't even remember the name of the bloody pub now, but it's a good few years ago anyway. Isn't it?
Well, the White Lion, what you see in Last at Summer Wine, on that bridge, that's opposite where Daughter lives, in Jackson Bridge,
right.
which is about 2 miles out at Holmfirth Centre.
Yeah.
But they used to film stuff in Marsden. There's all villages around. We've got Marsden and then Slaffway, where Danny's new shop is going. They film stuff in there, and then they film stuff at Brighouse. They film stuff all over the place.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, and you don't know unless they.
Oh, don't mention that, Shrek. I know that.
7-0.
I didn't mention football tonight.
Do you like a bit of football?
Yeah, I used to. Yeah, I followed Huddersfield Town, but they're not doing so well at the moment.
No, they don't know. No, that's not. I'd say I don't follow it, so I'm not. I'm not very good at losing, so I would be miserable most of the time because my team had lost. So.
Wicked can't beat same with lockdown with no crowds in that. It's been like practice matches. Yeah,
at least they put a bit of noise in the background so they can't hear everybody swearing. Right, we're going. Thanks ever so much, everybody. Hit the thumbs up on the way out. I'll see you on Friday on the Late Night Vape Show live stream for half an hour, and then we'll be back on Sunday. Unless we pop up somewhere else. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.
Catch you later. Bye.
That was a laugh, wasn't it?